What were some early challenges you faced as a first generation entrepreneur in a new country?
I think the challenges in US is the breakthrough. I said, look, I have a better solution, and it will cost you less. You are paying $2 million for the same solution. I will provide 4 or 5 people to give you a better solution for half the money. One of the most important things that has taught me in US, especially in the leadership, working with big leaders, committed, hard work, and deliver what you said.
What inspired you to return to India in 2007 and start Terminus Group?
I never came to India with a script and said, I will start Terminus, I will start real estate. It just happened.
Born with a global vision and grounded in purpose, Mr. Reddy began his entrepreneurial journey in the United States, founding Engineers Consulting Group in Atlanta in 1995, a company that grew into a global organization with a presence across 30 US locations and 5 countries. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Walk the Talk with Bulbeer. I am here in Hyderabad at Acetech 2026 and I have with me the young, dynamic Mr. p.reddy from Terminus Group, an accomplished entrepreneur, philanthropist and investor whose journey spans continents and industries. Hello sir, welcome to Walk the Talk.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Let's begin your journey and early foundations. Your journey began in the US with Engineers Consulting Group. What problem were you trying to solve when you started in 1995?
Well, I went to US for education. I did my master's in computer science. Then I worked for a few years as a senior systems consultant. Then I started my own consulting firm. Basically, it was a manpower technology placements. So basically, I used to interview and take software engineers from India, across India. I used to conduct interviews in Delhi, Bangalore, and take the qualified of them and take them and place them in US because there was a shortage of software engineers those days. But I didn't like because there was nothing innovation. There was nothing. It didn't interest me. But in 5 years, I changed the business model. Then I want to become a solution architect.
Okay.
So what we started doing is we started taking projects for our clients, and we were solutioning them and delivering the product. So that was the purpose.
Awesome. What were some early challenges you faced as a first generation entrepreneur in a new country?
I think the challenges in US is the breakthrough. Someone has to believe your story. I was trying to market my services to one of the federal agencies in America. I quoted them for almost 2 years. I was kept on going. I didn't leave. I said, look, I have a better solution, and it will cost you less. You are paying $2 million for the same solution. I will provide 4 or 5 people to give you a better solution for half the money. So that convincing took. So what happens is someone out there has to give you a break. That is more important in life. Someone has to believe, someone has to have a trust in you. So that break came to me after very hard work. A lot of hard work has to be done. So I have to convince the client. I mean, 2 years is not a simple thing. People give up. Persuasion is very important to accomplish anything. So that was the breakthrough. So like that, I had several breakthroughs in life in US. That was the only challenge. Money was not the challenge because in services business, you don't need a lot of money. I mean, I started the engineers company with just $900, and in the very first 2 months, I took $900. And then today we have 300 people across 5 different continents and 30 states in US. We are about 30 plus $1 million company.
That's fantastic. Congratulations on that. You worked across IT, government, hospitality, and real estate. How did these diverse experiences shape your leadership style?
Well, it's the dynamics that you have to adapt to. You know, when you're working with the government, again, you should have patience. Uh, you should navigate the government officials how to move the file in terms of it's not easy. As I said in the
Panel discussion.
panel discussion, single window doesn't mean anything because there's another window behind it, there's another window. So too many windows. So it helps how you navigate. And the challenge through that process you learn the dynamics. So in business, same principles apply in any, through a sales pitch. Suppose you're doing sales. So what is my first goal is to convince the customer who's buying stuff from me, whether it's IT solutions or whether it's a office space or a residential, I have to tell him at the end of my presentation, why me? Why should you buy from me? Is it because I look good? Is it because, I have a fancy office? No, it's because I deliver what I promise. So on-time delivery, every time delivery of a product, yes. So if you sell somebody an apartment for the first time, if I sell you something, I did sale. Now, if you come back again and buy from me, then I'm building a brand, right?
Good.
Now, if you tell 7 other guys, then you're building a legacy. So, what I do in my leadership style is I want to show the growth for my employees, including my office boy who gives me coffee. His growth is just coffee. From one office, I moved to a fancy office. His growth is not there. So what I do is I provide them the financial stability. I tell them, you work for me, I will give you a house, I'll ensure your kids are educated, I'll ensure I'll give you money for that. So those are the things, if you build that culture, then your team grows because they see you growing. Today I did 1 project, first 10 years back I did 2 projects, now I'm doing 9 projects. So the guy who's with me all those 9, 12, 15 years, he's seen my growth. But if I don't show such same growth in him, if people who study, who are educated, who are in the senior management level, I have to show them the growth. So we do promotions, we do some things like that. Financial stability is most important for every individual who works for an organization. He feels, okay, why should I work for Bulbeer? Why should I work for me? They're doing good. What is it for me? So if you could share that, so my leadership style is basically take everybody with you.
Share and grow.
Share and grow. And I think God will be kind to you.
Absolutely.
In my opinion.
I am with you on
Yeah.
this.
So things are tough. If you look at Coca-Cola when they started 125 years back, Coca-Cola is from Atlanta, my home state. In the entire year, they sold probably 18 or 20 bottles of.
Okay.
But Coca-Cola reinvented themselves, and today, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. I think they're about $135 billion company. But Coke, what happens? Every time you have to reinvent yourself. You have to challenge yourself and reinvent yourself. Coke was standard, Coke sales were stagnant and all happened. Now what did they do? They started making healthy drinks. Coke Zero. Okay? And then Coke started buying other soft drink companies which have healthier kind of stuff. So it's a dynamic. If you don't change, you look at what BlackBerry happened to.
Change is constant.
Yeah, BlackBerry phone. I never thought I will ever
leave it.
But iPhone changed everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is Nokia today? So people, companies, and culture, if you don't change based on what is happening in the world, then you're finished.
Evolvement.
You have to evolve. You have to evolve.
Very important. Yeah. What key leadership lessons did the US business ecosystem teach you that you later apply in India now?
One of the most important thing that has taught me in US, especially in the leadership, working with big leaders, project managers, is committed, okay, hard work, and deliver what you said. Sales guy, you know, BS is a lot of stuff, but it is the solution guy who delivers it, right?
True.
Sales guy can go and say, my software does this, my software will do this, but ultimately, he's a coding guy who does the coding has to do. So what shaped me was is the kind of taking responsibility. And I tell my people in my company also, when somebody gives me a check and they're buying a villa or they're buying an apartment, I tell them, look, this lady is hard work money she's giving. We better put that money back into this project. Ensure that her villa or an apartment is delivered on time.
Correct.
And what we promised. So if you deliver what you promised and you do it on time and be transparent, okay, you will succeed. And that my success is purely because of that. And then having that financial discipline, typically that is not there. And the trust factor and the integrity factor, okay, that is what I learned in US. India is missing. Leadership is missing.
What inspired you to return to India in 2007 and start Terminus Group?
I never came to India with a script and said, I will start Terminus, I will start real estate. It just happened. The right time, right place, you say, na? So kids were young. After 22 years in US, in 2006, December, I told my wife, hey, why don't we move back? Kids are young, you'll have the best of the world. We moved back, and then we had this project, our own family project, which we have given it to a developer who messed it up. So I jumped in, took the project with negative 40, 50 crores, and went around every banker who didn't know. Some bankers didn't even give me a chair to sit. But one banker, a managing director, she believed in me. And she gave me a loan of 50 crores, and she said, if you put your 50 crores, then we'll give you 50 crores. Then I started Terminus. The success of Terminus is pure hard work, family support. I give credit to my wife because generally, convincing a woman to move back to India after 22 years is tough. But she did it in a heartbeat. She said, let's go. And the best of the worlds we have seen. Kids got educated here. Went back to US. Both the kids studied in US. My third kid is still here. Both the kids studied, worked in US for some time, and they both got back and they're both working for Terminus.
Oh, lovely.
So I built a platform. So I have not given them a room. I have not given them big cars to drive and show off. I told them that they have to work hard. They sit with everybody else in the office. They don't show off that they are the chairman's son.
Yeah.
I told them that's not going to work. I said you have to mingle with them. Sometimes they sit and eat with them. So that is very important. That's a culture.
That's
okay.
the culture, yeah.
So that's a culture we have.
Staying humble and grounded will only give them the growth.
Yes, give them the growth. And I'm teaching my son, my daughter, how you navigate stuff. How do you, it's nothing like cut and dry. So they have to expect delays. They have to expect delayed responses. People
Like
say,
be patient.
be patient. So I'm teaching that, and my son, it's very hard. He does not believe. He says if the architect says he's going to give the drawings tomorrow, he hasn't given. Why is that? I said this is just a process. This is India, so it has to happen.
True. Hyderabad has evolved rapidly. How do you see its future as a global business and life sciences hub?
See, Hyderabad, we are very fortunate that I moved here at the right time. Okay, 2007 was the right time. Global crisis, banking crisis happened in US. Everything tanked. Nobody was giving money. So we went through that grind. We learned. I went through 2 or 3 recessions in US. How hard recession is. though it didn't affect me personally, but I've seen people getting affected. The growth of Hyderabad is the infrastructure. It has the best infrastructure in India.
For sure.
The connectivity, 160 kilometers of outer ring road. Now the triple R is happening, and the current leadership, the chief minister, has divided into three segments: core urban, then rural urban, and then peri-urban type, something like that. So if that takes a shape, and which I think I'm very confident it will take a shape. If that takes a shape, Hyderabad and Telangana is unstoppable. What is happening in the tier 2 cities also, the growth is happening in tier 2 cities. Hyderabad is so uniquely located. Out of our 10 old districts, 5 or 6 of them are connected within an hour's range. I mean, you can reach to one of the district within an hour and a half. The farthest is, I think, is Khammam.
Okay.
So that connectivity is really helping us. The growth of airport. Now airport is started booming now. The social infrastructure is getting booming. It is becoming like Aero City of Delhi.
Delhi.
So I see tremendous growth, and basically the foreign multinationals, if you look at the GCCs, I think we attracted the second largest GCCs more than Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore, say, I think we have second from that. So they are believing in that story. They are believing in the Telangana rising story. The vision that the chief minister has put for 2047 is real and true. I think any leadership, anyone comes in India, even after Prime Minister, the growth no one can stop unless we have a socialist government or a communist government that's coming to disrupt that. But otherwise, I think it is poised to grow. It will grow all around Hyderabad, and I think it has a bright future. The only concern I have in Hyderabad is, as I said, the affordable housing segment part of it and the environment segment part of it. We don't want to become the next Delhi.
Yeah.
We don't want to become the next Delhi, because a lot of people I know, there are 2 individuals that I know are moving from Delhi this summer. They want to move to Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
Yeah, they want to move Hyderabad because of the quality of weather.
No, absolutely. I mean, me being a Bombayite from birth, came to Hyderabad 2 years back for the first time and lived here for a good 1 week. And I was in love with the city. I was
You
like,
buy a villa there.
I know. I was like, if I have to move anywhere, it's Hyderabad. I decided 2 years ago. This city has something.
Yes.
It's like,
The people are nice.
Yeah.
Now a lot of things happening. That's why kids who come from US, they're not missing. But they have everything here. They have good nightclubs, they have good bars, they have good restaurants, they have good multinational restaurants, excellent coffee shops where kids want to hang around these days. So
yeah.
people are creating coffee shops. One of my friends out of San Francisco, the kid lived there, born, lived there. He came here and started this coffee shop called Subco. Okay, Shah Rukh Khan has invested in it. He has in Dubai, he has here. So it's amazing, how things are. Yes.
That's beautiful. No, but Hyderabad, I hear also, I mean, when I was talking to some senior people the other day, they said that, there were times when astrologers also said Hyderabad is going to be one of the top cities of the country for sure. So I'm sure about that. With multiple sectors under Terminus, how do you future-proof large-scale developments?
See, we are into different sector. We are into commercial, real estate, residential. If you put all of them in one box, we're also doing an affordable housing box. We are into life sciences, okay, where we are doing a large real estate play, where we are building lab spaces for multinational companies. One of the buildings I just finished in Genome Valley, which is the world headquarters for vaccine. We supply close to, I think, 60% of the global vaccines are manufactured here, and then I built a lab space there. I have Amgen. Amgen is one of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies. They have taken the space.
Oh,
So life sciences is going to grow. In fact, in Davos, our chief minister has announced the life sciences policy also. And then we are into hotels. If you look at Hyderabad, is short of about 2,000 rooms you know.
Okay.
So suddenly what happened, everybody started building. I'm building about 3 hotels in this town. Now everybody wants to come and build. So that is that herd mentality that we have. But I caution people, yesterday one builder came, he has 40 acres land, he wants to a JW or something. I said, this is a tough business. Hotel business is not easy. It looks fancy, it looks luxury,
But what
it looks
comes-
good to show off in a social circles.
True.
But it's tough. It's a tough business.
Absolutely.
So you have to know what it means. So the question is, we can take larger projects. We are taking larger projects. We are taking multiple projects. We are doing about close to 9 million square foot now in various sectors. We are doing Western in Trivandrum. Tirupati, we are planning to build a Hotel Marriott. We are trying to build a Ginger Hotel in Sri City.
Okay.
What is most important for this managing this growth is, number one is people. You have to have the right people.
For sure.
Number two, you have to ensure that you have good financial discipline. If financial discipline is there, then I think growth will come and you can manage the growth.
I think financial discipline is something that it's supposed to be like not just it's a world over thing.
Absolutely.
If you want to grow, you have to have along with consistency, self-discipline. Next comes financial discipline.
So that's why what we did was in our office, when you walk in, you will see I ACT. So I for integrity, A for accountability, C for commitment, T for trust. Now I could have reversed that any order, but that didn't mean. If you have integrity, then you accountabilities. If accountability is there, you are making commitment. If a commitment there, you learn trust. So I connected all those words.
I have to mark this in.
So first I said act. Then I put cat. I did a lot of juggling. Then I said, look, this came just from me.
Yeah.
I just coined that. One day I was doing presentation to a customer. Then we said, okay, let's put this on a sticker. And I keep telling people how I act connects together.
Absolutely.
So that's
and
more
it is
important.
I act.
Yeah.
Technically, it's
Technically also I act.
it blends.
Blends.
Perfect.
And it integrates very well also.
Totally agree with you. How important is sustainability in your development philosophy?
Very, very important today's world. Sustainability means a lot of things. People talk sustainability, but
Easier said than done.
easier said than done. So right from having an air condition, which is a sustainable, now everybody is making, having energy efficient systems, having your energy lights management, automation, using green material, using reused water through an STP processing and we do that in our hotels. So the STP water that treats water is used in the flush tanks. Okay, so it's very important we will be forced to spend a little more money, but it is worth doing it for the next generation. For our generation, the next generation to come. But sustainability has to be implemented, just not talk.
True.
You pay a little more money for a glass, for a facade glass, which is energy efficient glass. It's good because then you'll burn less energy. It's good for us, for breathing. So those are the things.
I think sustainability is a feeling which comes from within.
We did.
And once you achieve that, it's just like a connect with your soul.
Yes. Absolutely.
Once you've connected, then you are going to make sure everything you do is sustainable.
Absolutely.
And it is not a social status for sure.
It's not.
No one can do it out of being a social. Like people can do everything as a social status, but sustainability.
Absolutely.
This is my learning over the few years.
Absolutely.
That it's not easy. Although it's beautiful, it's long lasting, but then it has to connect from within that, yes, this is it. You have to understand it. You have to feel it. It has to connect with your mind. Yeah.
Japan, you look at other countries, how
And it's like, it's something that, once.
walk the talk.
Yeah.
It's walk the talk.
Yeah, exactly. So what role do technology and smart infrastructure play in modern real estate?
See, smart technology in small real estate, I'll give you a small example of AI, right?
Yep.
As a real estate company, we have so much data. Okay, so now we want to apply AI on top of it. and then come out with some good data that says, okay, I have bought concrete, I bought steel 3 years back at this rate for this company and this company, and do me an analysis and give me an optimal solution. So I feel technology will play a big part in the decision making, even in the financial projections, even in the budgeting part of it. I keep telling my people that you just don't use ChatGPT for typing letters, So technology plays a good role.
Absolutely.
The technology in material utilization, like Maiwan, this structure, they're also part of Maiwan is a clean structure now. Earlier, it used to be it was a very tough and long-lasting one. So these are very important stuff. Use of technologies is automation, energy management systems, building management systems are very, very critical. We have to ensure they are operational. Most of the building management system that we install, they are not operational.
Okay.
So I keep challenging my facility team is I want to make sure I need to know in that building how much energy is being burnt, where is the wastage happening, and I keep challenging that the energy cost is increasing. How do you optimize? So these are very important tools that one has to use.
Absolutely. How do you ensure long-term value rather than short-term gains in development?
Quality.
Good one. I love the answer. Perfect. Like on point. What does success mean to you today beyond numbers and square feet?
To me, success is what impact did I make on other people? How did I change their life? What did I do to change the life of my driver? Okay? My drivers have homes, which we bought and gave it to them. So I see that smile. That to me is success. I have a labor contractor who used to supply labor a few years back. Then I started giving him small work, construction work. Today he has 50 crores worth of contract building buildings. He built my farmhouse, which is a large farmhouse. Today he built his own building and gets a rental of about 4 lakh rupees per month. And his children are studying. I get kick out of when my executive assistant or a PA whose children are studying engineering. I feel successful when I get my mother's maid son study hospitality, and then he was not interested. Then he said, I want to do IT. So I told him, I got him a training. I put him in a multinational company now, working in my office building itself. He is now working on a project in South Korea. Okay, so his mother is my mother's maid. I mean, she is the one. She's a caretaker. I would not call it as a maid. She's a caretaker. She gives her tablets. She's cooks, and
like her nurse.
Yeah, like nurse. Her husband works in our house. So to me, that is success. If you can make an impact in somebody else's life for the good, not only for him, for his family, for the society. See, I am the only sibling who went to US, succeeded. Look at the impact the rest of the family has. So that is most important, and that success I feel I'm happy. I'm not, I always tell people, look, you're making 100 crores, making 10 crores, 50 crores. What does it mean? What does it mean? And when I don't share some of my success with the poorest of the poorest people, there's no need.
And I act also plays a very important role.
Absolutely.
I'm going to take up I act very seriously.
Very serious.
Very seriously. Are there any personal habits or principles that guide your decision making other than your wife?
My personal habits, decision making. One of my, I keep my door open. It doesn't. People will come in with various requirements, partners fighting, find a solution, mediate between partners, do arbitrations. I enjoy that while it is stressful. Because my decision making, somehow people feel that if they go to SP Reddy, he will definitely give us a solution. I have about 11 to 14 cases, which about 8 or 9 I resolved, including in US. Now I'm doing a very big mediation in a pharma in a company, uh, where the minority partner and the majority partner, it's almost 4,000 crores worth of business. But I'm mediating with top lawyers sitting on this side, top lawyers sitting on this side. I'm playing the umpire. So to me,
It's a kick also.
it's a kick. I mean, I enjoy. My son keeps saying, you keep wasting time. You're doing stuff. You're doing this stuff. So now what I did is I posted all of these meetings post 4 o'clock. So I don't spend. I don't. It doesn't take away time from my day-to-day work. So that's I enjoy doing that. I also enjoy speaking at conferences. I also enjoy going and giving a talk in companies, share my experiences. I enjoy doing that.
Fabulous, fabulous. What legacy would you like Terminus Group and your work to leave behind?
The legacy that I want to leave behind is the sustainable brand. I want the brand to sustain forever. So I always tell people there are many companies built good and made it great, but did not last forever. Want to build a company that says built to last. So there are 2 books. If someone wants to read, there's a Good to Great, and there's another book called Built to Last. So companies which built to great could not last. You take McDonnell Douglas, you take several banks in US where the banks, you take great example is good to great. BlackBerry was a good to great company. Nokia was a good to great company, but they did not build it to last.
Right.
Okay, so if you look at Boeing, you look at Airbus, you look at Google, you look at Microsoft. So I want to leave a legacy where people say he is a guy who has built a company with good fundamentals, and the fundamentals are the I act part of it. The other fundamental is delivery on time. Okay, I want to leave that legacy for my children and to be remembered.
What advice would you give young entrepreneurs looking to build globally from India?
You have to have patience. You have to have capital, your ability to take risk, your ability to fail, bounce back, then you can build a global company.
If you could go back and speak to your younger self, what would you tell
Younger self, myself,
yourself?
what would I?
What would you say to your younger self if you could get that chance to do?
I think I won't say anything because I worked hard. Would I say I would have worked harder? I don't think so.
So you would say you did a great job.
I did a great job. I did the hardest given the environment, studied well.
Thanks for supporting me.
I just
Self-talk,
self-talk. I mean, there are on the way people help me in life. I don't want to forget them, and I always tell people that people in your life who have helped you at any point, whether it's small or big. There was someone. I mean, I got into hotel business because someone saw me playing cricket and helped win the match in Augusta, Georgia. And one Reddy Saab came and said, "Arre boss, so you're a Reddy. Okay, we do hotels. I want you to come and help us with buying hotels." So that was a breakthrough. So see the cricket match change, So
Absolutely.
so those are very important. I think what I tell younger generation is, you have to work hard. You have to
stay
work
consistent,
hard,
be
stay
patient.
consistent. No need to show off.
I agree.
Well,
Stay humble.
Stay humble. Work. I mean, most of the I'm concerned with the generation that I am seeing now today in India. They're not serious because
They have
parents have
everything
made parents have made enormous amount of wealth, and they now feel that they're entitled. So this entitlement attitude has to go.
before something else
Have
goes.
something to go. Yeah.
My last question, finally, what's next for you and Terminus?
Nothing. Keep doing what you're doing. Be consistent. Deliver things on time. Manage things well. Have good life. I enjoy life by playing sports, yoga. The compliments I got from you and
Absolutely.
from
Growing
your
younger,
from your
going back,
husband.
aging
Yeah,
backwards.
so reverse aging, so I keep telling people, now I do opening bowling. I'm a little quicker and faster. I'm quick in between the wickets. So in volleyball, I'm able to dive and pick up the balls.
Oh my
At this
God.
age, so that's important.
That's commendable. That's
where I
very
enjoy.
important.
That's where
Yeah.
I enjoy.
What do you like to say about Acetech?
I see this is my third Acetech. It is growing. I have seen different brands. In fact, I just messaged my son saying that, hey, come with your team, see the brands that are demonstrating here. I was very impressed with that lift company. There's an opportunity for us to do business.
Sure.
Unless we come to trade shows like this, things don't open our minds,
Correct.
open our eyes.
Totally.
If we think all the vendors have to come to your office and demonstrate that he has this and this, it's not going to happen.
No.
I want companies, procurement heads, everybody visit such avenues. What I give piece of advice for Acetech is, next year we will do in a bigger fashion. We should attract over the next 2-3 days, whatever 3 days conference you have, you should attract more than 50,000 people to gain the success. How do we increase the footfall? We will definitely next year, I promise, I told Sumit, I told the minister also, we will invite investors. We'll invite chief ministers. The other thing what I also want to do is, we need to do quality panel discussions, which is high powered. Doesn't have to be in real estate, this particular industry. We can bring people who are economists, global economists. So we'll spend a little more. That will attract the footfall. And that's what I like Acetech to do, and I wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.